Hi, I hope you're doing well today. Yesterday was July 4th, and we had the Independence Day in the United States. Just like many other countries, most countries have their own celebration, their own Independence Day or Freedom Day. That made me think about freedom. What does the Bible say about this concept of freedom? Are we free? Now, there is a freedom. When we look at the scriptures, there is a freedom that is even greater than the freedom that we celebrate during our own Independence Day. I like to read in John, starting in, this is chapter 8, verses 31 to 36. Very interesting story here of Jesus talking with the disciples about freedom. To the Jews, verse 31, to the Jews who had believed him, Jesus said, if you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples. If you hold to my teachings, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. They answered him, we are Abraham's descendants and have never been slaves of anyone. Hey, come on. I think they forgot their history. They were slaves under Egypt, under Babylon, all kinds of empires coming. They were slaves, but they forgot. And so they said, we are Abraham's descendants, have never been slaves of anyone. How can you say, Jesus, that we shall be set free? And Jesus replied, I tell you the truth. Everyone who sins is a slave to sin. The master is not the foreign power. The master is sin, and it makes us slaves. Now, a slave, it says in verse 35, has no permanent place in the family, but a son belongs to it forever. So if the son, referring to himself, if Jesus sets you free, he is the truth, right? If Jesus sets you free, you will be free indeed. So that is the truth. People in the United States, in Europe, wherever you are, in Asia, Africa, whatever continent you may be, you are not really free, Jesus is saying. Just look around. You see this bitter partisanship, the corruption, the anger, this discrimination and the prejudice when one section of the society looks down on the others and think of them more superior. That is not freedom. When people are just always looking for ways to get more money, more stuff, that is not freedom. And also the fear of death all the time that people have, that is not freedom. See, when we are seized with the pride in our hearts and we struggle always with all kinds of wrong thoughts, that's not freedom. So we may live in the United States or whatever country you are in that claims to be free, and Jesus says, no, you are not free. Because he said, everyone who sins is a slave to sin. So when greed grabs our hearts and controls our life, when that's not freedom. When bitterness and anger fills our minds, that is not freedom. When we discriminate against somebody because they look different, or their skin color, or their whatever, their language, their culture, we look down on them, that is not freedom. When we are controlled by alcohol or drugs or any form of addiction, that is not freedom. Getting our own way is also not freedom, not in Jesus' eyes. Freedom doesn't come from a country, it doesn't come from a political party. And Jesus says that freedom comes from the truth, knowing the truth. So freedom is powerful in the sense that it will set you free. And Satan is lying about freedom. So the truth is that real freedom is trusting in Jesus Christ and what Jesus Christ did for you. If the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. Amen.